morning, live at 5:30. That New York used to do that all the time. I hope everyone had a wonderful, what is today? Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday. And I wanted tonight, my topic is make money from your phone in 2025. That's where we are now. Even if it's, if you're starting from scratch. Hi there. This is Holly once again from Florida. And today we're going to go a bit deeper. Let me ask you, something honest. Have you ever looked at your phone and thought, hmm, you scroll for hours, but you don't earn a thing from it, right? That's reality. So, what I want to do is, basically, this little device, everybody in this world I use her now has a cell phone, right? I think 99.9% of the world has a cell phone or some form of a device. But anyway, today I want to flip it because this little device in your hand right now, you know, it can become your freedom tool. I'm living proof and I'm going to walk you through. Hi, Jesus. Woo. I'm going to walk you through uh, what's possible with real talk, no huff and fluff and puff and all that good stuff. None of that. Today, we're covering the truth about earning from your cell phone. Why most people feel stuck in this world right now financially. The transformation that changed my life at, it's starting at 72. I'm now 73. And how you can learn to do it too. But even if you've never done anything seriously like this before from your cell phone, you pay a fortune, right? Monthly fees, oofa. So anyway, why people actually stay stuck. Most people aren't broke because they're lazy. They're broke because they were taught to follow rules and that don't even serve them anymore. Honestly, we, we go to school. Maybe today a lot of our people are now being homeschooled, but that's still school, whether it's home or not. Many would like to homeschool their family, but can't figure out how to do that because of this needing the money. But, we go to school, we get a job, we pay the bills, and then we retire. Ha ha, maybe. But what no one tells you is technology has seriously changed the game for everyone, not just me, you, worldwide. But that's reality. But here's the reality you spend at least 3+ hours a day on your phone, whether you're returning calls, you're returning messages, you're scrolling, some people like to play games, whatever the reason is, you spend 3+ hours on your cell phone. Statistics say 3.5 hours on average. You may not even realize it, but you get up, you look at your messages, you check your email, you use it maybe for GPS. I mean, when you start to tally it up and add up all the times that you literally are on your cell phone, I guarantee it's much more. Hi, Bab and Original Bird. I guarantee you it's much more than the 3.5 hours. If you go through the whole course from 8 to 11 p.m., perhaps 8 a.m. But anyway, so that's reality. How long and how much? Most of that time is consuming, not creating, and none of it is paying you back. It's just your form of entertainment, perhaps, or communication, whatever the need is. But but others, even beginners, are turning phones into their paychecks. Yahoo! I'm one of them. Comment stuck if you've ever felt that like you're working hard but going nowhere. Anyone? Be honest. Hi, John Fridas. Seriously, let me know. The shift that I made when I first heard about making money online, I rolled my eyes. I literally did because I had just recently been scammed by some company that's taken off with everybody's whatever, unfortunately. I was a retired real estate broker after 44 plus years. Just me, hi, and Tefty, Lefty, and Carl. Thank you for joining. But what did I know about digital business? I'm the first one to say I come from the Flintstone era. I'm Wilma, not Betty. I'm Wilma. Yeah, I'm bossy, I guess. But anyway, so I didn't have a clue about anything with digital. Not absolutely not a clue. But the truth, the job I returned to after retirement nearly broke me. I'm lucky I wasn't arrested for murder, just being facetious, but she was extremely toxic, nasty, and I was the one that protected everybody. Yeah, I guess that maternal instinct when she would uh, really abuse other people that were intimidated by her. Hi, Joey. I wasn't intimidated. I could care less. Fire me. That's a job. I could care less about. Hi, peacemaker. But anyway, that job, that toxic, exhausting, with no freedom, and watching other people get scolded, talked to like they were little tots. I mean, give me a break. These are adults. Anyway, so I started exploring, and I finally realized I could learn this. I'm not a dodo head. I have the intelligence to figure out what I should do if as long as I had the proper guidance, definitely. But I didn't need tech skills. I thought, wow, I don't need tech skills. Oh, perfect. Yay. That's right up my alley. I just needed the right system and the honest mentorship as well. Here's a couple of facts for you. Data that I researched. According to Forbes, everyone's heard of Forbes, right? I would think so. The fastest growing segment in digital income creators are women. Yahoo! Over 50. No offense, guys. You're also welcome to as well. But women, they're the ones that are the really digging into stuff like this. Hi, Tom. But I, I I could learn this, as I said, but that 50 plus, whoo. Anyway, more than 50% of US, United States households have started some form of extra income pursuant since 2022. That was only, what, 3 years ago, right? Have you ever thought about making money online? Anybody? I mean, seriously, everybody is doing one of these things constantly. I mean, I watch my grandchildren sit at the dinner table when we go out to eat, scrolling away, and they're young. But anyway, have you ever thought about making money online, but didn't know where to start? Drop a comment below if you don't know what it's all about, what you can do, how to do it, and so forth. I mean, don't be ashamed or embarrassed because I didn't know diddly squat about the digital world. I had no clue. I just knew that everybody keeps talking about it. So I started to check it out for myself. But seriously, and it's not hard. I thought it would be, super overwhelming, but it really isn't. And it gives you the liberty to do what you want to do when you want to do it from home and so forth. But anyway, drop a comment if you can relate to that. Let me know. I would appreciate that. what actually does work? Here's what I don't do. I don't, capital DONT. I do not do at all. I do not cold call. I hate it with a passion. I hated bothering people, chasing, and having to call because that is not me. Hi, Kale. Uh, totally not me. I didn't like that. So I don't do it. I do not spam my friends. I mean, they're friends. You don't want to lose your friends, turn them into enemies because you're bugging them, you're harassing them, emails, calling, or whatever. I don't do any of that. I I s- don't spend hours on social media. The only time I spend is just doing a couple of posts in addition to keeping in touch with family or wishing people a happy birthday or Mother's Day is coming up around the corner. Stuff like that. That's it. I don't need you. Hi, Dorsey. But don't need that. So I don't spend a ton of hours on. Here's what I do. I follow a daily method that I've been taught because the training has been phenomenal. For youth, you'll whip through it easily. For the seniors, it may take you an extra 10, 20 minutes on top comparing to a young person that knows all about digital marketing and how to do all the navigating and all that good stuff. I plug into training when it's convenient for me because I don't sit and just do from the moment I get up with my coffee until I go to bed after a glass of wine. No, I don't do that. So that's what makes it even more enjoyable. Thank you, Dorsey. I appreciate that. I love badges and gifts. Those are wonderful. Thank you. Sincerely mean it. I really mean that. Thank you. But I don't do any of that. So when I plug into training, if I'm not in the mood, I don't worry about it. I just watch a replay when I want to. It's not where it's not like when you went to school and that bell went off and you were late, you got to get a note from the teacher, you got to get a home, you're absent one day, you got to bring in a note from your parents and half the time they didn't think it was your parents' signature, yada yada yada. We've all been down that road, right? We were all teenagers at one time. But I don't have to do any of that. So that's the beauty of it. I plug into the training and I use automation to create income when I'm sleeping, when I'm partying, when I'm just watching TV or watch a series and I'm on to the next one or whatever, occasionally binge watching TV, but I don't have a problem with that because it's a 2-hour system. That's it. Once you learn it and apply it, that's it. And you don't have to do it every single day. It's really a matter of what you are comfortable with and what pace you want to grow and build and create that additional income for supplemental income, or you hate your job, you want to get out of it. There's multitude of reasons. So that totally having a 2 hour and learning how to master that. And it works because it's built on mentorship, a tremendous, wonderful community of over, it's just shy of 53,000 now. So, thank you, Siobhan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right because it's built on mentorship, community, and proven tools. The reason I say proven, because there's almost 53,000 members, multitudes are into the high six figures. Proven means it works. 24/7 globally. There's 5 billion people doing this every single darn day. I'm being very clean. But anyway, why not convert out of not 5 billion? You don't need even 1%, which is 50 million. How many do you need to sustain a scalable, beautiful income, multiple income streams that you can build your own legacy all from this? If you're on your cell phone using it all the time, why not, instead of paying $900 to $1,600 every time you have to upgrade these stupid things, why not make it make money for you? A phone? Turn the tables, right? Get out of that hamster wheel. That's how I looked at it. But Anyway, and when I said proven, I meant proven because there's too many people earning and making money to say not say it's proven. It is true passive income. Big difference with a lot of businesses, or I should say, programs say, oh, it's passive income. If you're paying somebody above you, below you, sideways, that's not passive. If you're getting just a piece of the pie, that's not passive. Huge, huge difference between passive and what they call passive, and it's not. I get 100% every time. But if Susie Q buys from you, um, Mama, Mama GI, if she buys from you, you get the 100%, not me. That's how it works. There's no, it's not a pyramid. There's no one up top, no one on the bottom. You don't have to recruit and bug the daylights out of people to the point you have no friends left. No, thank you. But seriously, that's what I tremendously enjoy. And being global, it's fully automated because you don't have to track people down and chase them because the automation, and we're taught attraction marketing. So people that like me will resonate with me. People that don't like me will go to somebody else. Hi, Michael and Isaac. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate anybody that joins and learns from what I'm talking about and makes a decision what they want, what you guys want to do. Gals, guys, I should say folks. I don't want to be prejudiced here. But anyway, I remember the first time I earned daily pay. I cried. I went, holy moly, it works. I didn't believe it because don't forget, I got scammed, but it does work. And that was amazing because I didn't have to ask anyone for it. I didn't chase anyone. I created it. Simplicity. That's the beauty of it. Hi, cowboy. I don't know what all those blue things are, but hi. But anyway, questions. I've mentioned this a few times, but occasionally they change a little bit. But questions I'm asked on a frequent basis. What's the link? HollyPringDailyPay.com. It should be in my description. So definitely check it out. It's cost you nothing to check it, but it's up to you. But anyway, do I need followers? That was some of the questions. Do I need followers? Absolutely not. Those days are gone. There are businesses like affiliate and multiple level marketing. You got to call and hound the daylights out of people because when you're all done bugging your friends and family and friends of friends and family of family, you get what, 25, 30%? So my theory is if I'm going to be selling something, for example, you take this pen, or let's do the cell phone. Let's make believe the cell phone only costs $9. We all know that's a joke, right? But let's just make believe. And you're an affiliate marketer. You sell this for $9. Our best selling program is called the Legacy Builder. That's $900. You sell it one time, you keep 100%, which is $900. This make believe $9 cell phone, which we all know is a crock of baloney, but or let's switch it to a pen. That could work, but that's even expensive for a pen. But anyway, you would need to sell to equate for the same income by selling one program like the Legacy Builder. You'd have to sell this 100 times to get the same money you get when you sell somebody purchases your program for $900, or there's a 600, 300, and a 100. Each price category equates to how many income streams. So the 900 is basically 4 income streams. The 600 is 3, the 300 is 2, and the 100 is 1 income stream. And you can upscale at any time. No overhead, no monthly expenses. And I'm taught everything. I didn't know how to do all this stuff. I didn't even know how to work TikTok. I thought literally TikTok was, because I'd watch my son playing on whatever device he had when he was growing up. And I thought TikTok was all about games. I had no clue it was like this. But anyway, I'm not complaining. Or YouTube. but more so TikTok with that kind of thing is what I thought was for games. However, um, so answering that first question, no, you don't need followers. We You're taught how to attract people that connect with you. So somebody may like you better than me, and they'll go with you, and vice versa. That's the way it works. However, because of automation and global automation, the sky's the limit with people. I have people from Africa, Australia, Switzerland, Germany, Canada, Greece, Italy. I could go on and on and on. I'm forgetting countries because there's so many, because it's global and it works 24/7. So when you're out enjoying your life, your automation is going for you over and over and over again. So, you know, if you can copy, paste, and post, as I've always said, you're halfway there. You're halfway in business just doing those three things. Because if you're on cell phones you're scrolling all the time, why not make this make you money? That's just my philosophy on it. But anyway, uh, so do you need to be tech savvy? I've always said this. I'm living proof. I am 73 years old. I started this in my upper 72s, and I had zero technology with tech stuff. I really didn't have a clue what to do, how to do it. But because of the tremendous mentorship and the phenomenal training, and the community is really a game changer, because you're not paying extra for that. It's all included. You got a business, or if you like the affiliate marketing, nothing against it. I just rather receive 100%. But there are people that like that. You can integrate that into this business. It doesn't cost you any more. So you can, instead of you contacting and nagging people to to buy your product or whatever you're selling, like my example was to, if you were selling a pen or a cell phone or perfume or eyeliner, whatever, you could the automation will do all the reaching for you worldwide. So you're not located in this little hub, area that you're limited to. And, if it's a product that you integrate into it, the consumer pays for the shipping and so forth. But the beauty about what I love about this, I don't have any products. There's no returns. The digital market can't burn down. We can't collapse. It's here and it's not going anywhere. It's not like a brick and mortar that overhead gets too much and you can't afford it. You got one-time investment and you're in. So that to me is a safety. Let's remember COVID. What happened when COVID hit us? Everybody just shut down. Businesses closed. We all had to stay home. And that's why a lot of businesses began to do remote. However, now they want people back in the office. And now you got that commute and all that other stuff you don't have to have. So that's what I also like. I work from anywhere, no matter what I'm doing. And take my time off, work when I want to, and not work when I don't want to, because I am not tied to a manager or a corporation or a business telling me how much what I can do, when I can do it, when I can't. Or let's say, sadly to say, many are closing shop and all of a sudden you're a history. There's no job security. Our system was built in 1936 when for the industrial age. It's not there now. We're in the digital. That 40-hour plus week was designed, as I've mentioned, from Henry Ford for factory workers, for profit and control. Hello, look around. Your income is designated by someone else. We're working in a broken system model versus changing. And next is that there's no job security. Pensions are becoming thinner and thinner. They were designed back in the 60s, I think 61. They were designed. However, not to what our lifestyle is going on now. Yes, it is. Definitely, Siobhan. Yes, go to my site. I'll definitely get back to you on it, but it's worldwide and it is definitely. As a matter of fact, we have multi-millionaires that have joined that are from your location in South Africa. As I said, it's worldwide. But the reality is, when do people want to wake up? After they're fired or after the company merges and they take the other company and boot you out? Or how about stay at home mamas that want to be home raising their kids and not missing another bedtime story for their children? I lost a lot of that time. I can't, time you can't get back. It's gone. Once it's here, it's history. It's gone. When we get finished tonight, this is gone. It's history, although you can see some of my replay if you want. But I'm pointing out that time is something that you cannot buy. However, if you want to control and be the boss of your life at the helm, make your own decisions, and not be at the mercy of being rented by the hour for somebody else's dream versus your own, it's up to you. I mean, heck, if I can do this at 73, a toddler could do it, seriously, and everybody in between as well. So that the you don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need followers because you're not recruiting. Yay! Will I be supported 100 or 200%? Daily mentorship is included in live interactive. It's not one of those kind of things. You buy the program. Oh my gosh, it's outdated. All right, let me call. Good luck getting customer service, getting help, or getting a refund on a bill of goods you were sold because it sounded good. With this industry, with what I do, you buy it one time and that's it. That's your investment. Oh, I'm sorry. The $39 website goes with it. You just plug in the dots. And when you think about it, when I was in real estate, I paid $8,000 the first year. And guess what? The following year, technology changed. I had to pay another 2,000, and it still wasn't up to grade. $10,000 versus $39 for a completely put together website. I was blown away. I figured, oh, that's got to be a crock. It wasn't. And if you have problems, tech support's included. Support is included. You have 24/7 availability and Zooms, webinars, Looms. I didn't even know what the heck a Loom was. It's a wonderful tool, but you're taught all of this and how to do it. So my theory is, if I'm at 73, and it's not if, I am, and I can do this, Wilma Flintstone, anybody could do it, a toddler, as I said in the beginning. So, and you have choice of four. If do something that sets your own goal financially, and there's payment plans, zero interest. I mean, when you think about it, if your TV broke, you find a way to buy it, and that's a thing that you are being entertained. But is it making you money? That's what I loved about this. And from home, I could I could do my lives once the weather gets a little warmer because I'm in Florida. I'll be doing my lives from the pool, enjoying my life and having a glass of wine because guess what? I don't have to commute. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That just heaven to me. Definitely heaven. But you get supported 100%. Daily mentorship is 24/7 included. And the community, oh my gosh, I had a question on one thing one time. I popped a question into the community. I had about a dozen answers because we all support each other. We don't compete against each other. We're here. We help each other. It's my extended family. It's amazing. I never thought of that. And I did real estate 44 years. It didn't even come close to what this is offering. And it's so powerful and not hard. But and the biggest one for is this real? That's one of the other questions I'm asked. Is it real? Yes, I'm doing it. So are thousands of others. If you've ever said, hmm, I wish I had more time with my family. Comment freedom, because I lost so many memories with my kids growing up. You know, gymnastics, jazz things, graduations from, different levels of school. I refuse to do that again. I have two other chances. Grandchildren, I got 15 of them, and five great, beautiful grandchildren. I am not blowing it this second and third time around. No way, Jose. But anyway, and if you've ever said, I wish I had more time with my family, comment freedom, because it's all about family. And my end goal, besides getting myself and my husband out of debt and owning everything outright, that's my goal. I'm helping a minimum of 1,000 other families get out from struggling and have their freedom and their life back too. That's another goal. And my end goal is to build a legacy for all of my family so they never, ever have to experience the stress, pain, and struggles I have in my life. That's that's going to be one of my legacies, definitely. So let's get real. This isn't just about money. A lot of people think it's about money. My motto when I did real estate was my family helping yours. And I did that for 44 years, trained thousands of agents that worked with me. But my, not feeling terrified going to the grocery store with a calculator from your cell phone to make sure you have enough. That, oh, not skipping birthdays because of work. I've missed too many of them. And sometimes when you'd attend, mentally, you might be there physically, but mentally, you're still thinking, oh, I got to get back to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. That's not enjoying yourself. That's that's not living. We're here once. Live it. That's my motto now. Uh, it's about building a life with freedom, peace, and purpose. You're not too old and you're not too late. If I can figure out digital income at 73, Wilma Flintstone here, anyone can. It's up to you. Or work an hour, it doesn't matter, because you don't have to clock in to anybody. You're your own boss, but you're not alone. You're your own CEO. But if you could spend 2 hours focused on focused work and 22 hours for what really matters most, hello, which would you choose, the 2 or the 22? To me, that's an easy answer. But family, health, travel, joy. Ah, can you feel it? Really? That's what this gave me and gives me every day. That's what I help others create. That's my goal. Don't just use your cell phone to scroll, use it to rise. Comment, info, and I'll send you the exact steps I follow daily. I'm here. Let's do this together. So, does anybody have any questions before I hop off? If anybody sees my scary eye, I had a blood vessel pop in it the other day. It doesn't hurt, but I feel like a Ms. Count Dracula. But anyway, anybody have any questions for me? Please feel free to ask. And thank you, by the way, Ramlin and Taylor Williamson, for the badges. I really respectfully appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Or shoot me, go check out my site and get a copy of the guide that I follow daily. And it's not for everyone, may not be for you, but it is for almost 53,000 others. And the reason is not even more is because everybody's just hearing about all this. So it's up to you. Check it out. And if you have a question, definitely shoot me an email and I will even respond to you in a personal video answering your questions. So, no, it has nothing to do with iPhones. It just has to do with you can do your life and business with your phone. Instead of paying out a gazillion dollars for your phone, turn it around and make money from your phone. That's what I do. And 50 something thousand others. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, yeah, I keep my phone. Definitely. You're not selling your phone. It's programs that you have a choice of four. And I'll briefly mention it. You have a choice of four programs that has master resell rights, meaning that you can sell it over and over and over again to other people, and they can use it to do the same exact thing. You get 100% profit. They do too, as well. And the sky's the limit. It's up to you. It's not affiliate marketing. It's not multi-level marketing. It's not pod, print on demand. It's none of that. You don't get a little piece of a commission. There's no upline, no downline. But if you're interested, just check it out on my site. It's free to check it out. Get a copy of what I follow every single day and see if it's a fit for you. It's up to you. But no, it's not about selling iPhones. I was just trying to. This one's actually an Android. The one I'm talking on is an iPhone. But that's my tool. I use my phone or my iPad because right now I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. And that's all I do. If you post a day, it's turned into a profit. What will I do for a phone? I'm not sure I understand your question, Digital Alex. You should be you're using the name digital, so you just use your phone to talk about what you do and the business and if it's a fit for somebody else because you keep 100%. You work from home anywhere, it's global. You don't hassle anyone, and it's automated 24. So it does all the heavy lifting, and I don't recruit or bother anyone. It does all that for me. So if you're interested or want to learn more or have a question about it, just go to my site. It's free. It's free, and check it out yourself. As I said, it may or may not be for you, but how would you know if you never check it out? It costs you nothing to check that. But anyway, it's up to you. So if there are no more questions, I want to wish everybody a wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel, and be safe. Have a terrific Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you on wonderful Wednesday. Check out some of my videos on TikTok or YouTube, and you'll get an education on a lot of different types of online businesses to learn more. So, in the meantime, I want to wish everybody be blessed, be healthy, be safe. And thank you all for those that have. How much did your spotlight cost? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Alex. My light? I don't, that wasn't expensive at all. It's not a spotlight. But anyway, check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow. And if you have a question, shoot me an email. And thank you for all those with the gifts and the likes. I appreciate that too. Take care now. Bye bye. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye now.